People in New Orleans, if I were to describe us, I would say resilient, because nothing stops us. This city, it's in my bones, it's in my blood. I'm Robin Barnes. I am a singer, songwriter. I'm a mother, I'm an entrepreneur. Every day of my life, my mother has always told me I am destined for greatness. My mom's side was definitely the storytellers, the librarians of history. My dad's side of the family, there's not much. There are so many characteristics that I have with my dad that I'm like, no one else has that. I turned to Ancestry for help. I'm excited to find out, where does this come from? I think my dad is why I smile so hard. He has this smile that can just light up a room. But as far as history, pretty much Nicaragua. That's it. That's all they know. I will say that my father's side of the family, we are multitaskers and we are go-getters. You know, my dad doesn't always get as much credit that he deserves, and I'm excited to give him this Father's Day gift to say, let's fill in the gaps, let's find out what's happening. This is also a gift for my daughter. I'm excited to be able to be a part of her journey and her history. Because I am Black, I am a little nervous to find out how my family got to New Orleans. My great-grandfather, Daniel Malone. Oh my gosh. 1940 United States Federal Census, New Orleans City. He owned his property. The same Ninth Ward that I own my property. He was a cook at a steamship. 60 hours a week? That is definitely work ethic. Jean-Paul Malone, my great-great-grandfather. Application for registration. He was a mechanical engineer. Born in, oh my gosh. So my great-grandfather was born in Nicaragua, but his father was born in Louisiana. I don't even think my dad knows that. Now I have to dig in more on this. He had a passport? No. I never knew what he looked like. We don't even have these photos. Oh my God. That's my dad's face. To be Black, own your own home, and a mechanical engineer in the 1800s. Correspondence to the times, 20 lives lost in shipwreck. I've got to tell my parents all this. Through Ancestry, I found this article on your great-grandfather, John Paul Malone. 20 lives lost in shipwreck off the coast of Nicaragua. And he escaped. He survived a trauma. He was able to save a family member. He's a hero. He's a survivor. Have you ever seen a photo of him?
No.
Look at that.
John Paul Malone and Rebecca Blanford. And you see that this is where the Nicaraguan side comes from Rebecca. You're not gonna believe this. He was born in Louisiana.
Oh, wow. My God.
Because I thought my grandfather and all of his people were from Bluefield, Nicaragua.
These are some amazing documents.
But guess what he did for a living? He was a mechanical engineer.
Oh my God, your grandfather?
Your great-grandfather.
Great-grandfather.
And his resilience kept him continuing on that spirit of doing what he loves.
And I guess that's why you go after your dreams and goals.
So not only did Jean Paul go back into working on the ships, but his son, Daniel, your grandfather, went to working on ships. Daniel Malone, he was a cook on a steamship. This was his income. He was very profitable as an entrepreneur.
Boy, he was a very good cook, huh?
Very good cook. But look at this.
That's why I'm a grandmother now. You know, it gives me a connection to myself. You know, certain skills that just came to me naturally. Now I know where they come from.
And I think that's so powerful with our family. You know, whenever we face adversity, we always rise above and continue doing what we do. I feel like that you've taught me to be a survivor of whatever happens. I get that from you.
Oh, that is so sweet. That is so sweet.
We are charismatic people, we are hard workers, and we are lovers of adventure. I want to give this to my daughter because she's destined for greatness.